everyone, welcome to the Rooted Sports Psychology Podcast. I'm your host, Georgia Miller. Purpose is always the same, to give athletes simple tools and perspectives to help elevate their performance. I really want to get free information out there for the sports psychology field and for athletes. So as you're listening to these episodes, try to find one or two simple takeaways that resonate with you. Today, I really want to talk about social media usage with athletes and how I'm helping my athletes navigate that. There are three questions that really stand out to me that I find myself asking most of my athletes. I want us to walk through all three of those questions and see if any of those answers really help you. So the first question I'm asking them is, are you comparing? The apps are a great way for social comparison to be started. If you are getting off of those apps and you're feeling like a worse person or losing confidence, that's probably a good sign that you shouldn't be on it, or maybe you take a break from the apps for a while. I'm working with an athlete right now and she tends to compare a lot on the social media apps just sitting at home. She looks up her competitors that she's about to race against and gets all up in her head and tends to hype them up. And it does not make her feel very confident going into any of her races. I had one of my baseball guys, he was looking at the teams that he was about to play every weekend because they had a team page, and just looking at how great the team was and all of their successes. Those teams are only posting their best plays. Of course, they aren't going to be posting their star hitter striking out or their pitcher walking 3 guys in a row. So we had to be really realistic and make sure they knew only the spotlights are being posted. None of the errors are. So let's not put them on a pedestal and hype these teams and these opponents up. We need to be doing that for yourself. And the purpose is not to compare yourself on social media, it's to connect yourself. So connect yourself with others, but don't compare yourself with others. And that leads us into our second question, which is, are you using social media for its purpose? Social media has a lot of different purposes. Is to, again, connect yourself with other people, build a brand, build your business up, maybe expose yourself to coaches. I know a lot of athletes nowadays have Instagram accounts with highlights and their schedules that are being posted out. I know a lot of football guys use Twitter to post their huddle film. And social media can also be used to learn and educate yourself, or maybe educate others. And there are probably a few other really good purposes on it. If you are on it to impress or gain validation from other people, well, that's probably not the best reason to be on the apps. That tells me, as a sports psychology coach, that you're trying to gain confidence from outside sources that aren't in your control, and we need to really work on finding confidence from within your control. I always wonder about the athletes who are posting all of these selfies and they're looking for a lot of the attention and validation. I ask them, why are you posting these things? What is the reason, and can we find that dopamine hit from somewhere else? Every time we hop on the social media apps, we get this rush of dopamine and it feels good, and that's what kind of carries us on. And those apps are designed to keep you scrolling, keep you on it. So by asking yourself, am I using social media for a good purpose right now, for a good reason? And if you are, amazing, keep on it. But if you aren't, I think that's another good sign that maybe you should try to limit your hours on it, or delete the apps for a while, or maybe hide them in a folder so it's a little bit harder to get to. That way you have to be even more intentional about getting on it. So are you really using it for its purpose? The third question I'm asking my athletes in regards to social media is, when you post something, are you comfortable with a college coach, your coach, or your grandmother seeing it? If the answer is no to that, then do not post it. Those things do not go away. I know when I was a coach, I would look up the athletes that I was recruiting to see if they would be a good representation of our school. If they weren't private, if they were public and they were posting a lot of raunchy photos or just things that really weren't appropriate, I crossed them off my list. So coaches do look for those things. I really suggest to all of my athletes, make sure that your posts are private. And if you are not comfortable with your grandma seeing it or coach, then it's just probably not a good idea to post it. For my athletes who are getting a lot more publicity on the social media apps, or maybe they're just getting a lot of hate from all of their followers if they had a bad game, I always recommend to stay off social media during your season. If it's not helping you, then it's not worth it. Is it hurting you? Then that probably means you just need to get off of it. And again, I love connecting sports psychology back to not only athletics, but life in general. If you're human, you are performing. This goes for everybody. If you find yourself comparing, if you find yourself mindlessly doom scrolling all the time, or posting things for validation, then those are all good signs that you might not be using social media for its benefit, for its purpose. If you want more help navigating social media and how to use it for you in your athletics, then please reach out to my email, georgia@rootedsportspsychcoach.com. Thank you for listening, you all, and I will see you on the next episode.